So, you want to become a web designer but don't have a budget on online course or design tools? Or maybe you're just testing the waters to see if web design is for you before you invest in learning. If that is you, then keep watching because in this video, I'm going to share how you can learn web design and how you can become a good web designer without spending a dollar on online courses or design tools. If you're ready, let's get started. Number 1, building a good foundation. Before jumping into any website platform or design tools, you need to first learn what makes a good design. Well, of course, you can just jump straight into a website platform and use one of their pre-built templates and add your own content and then call yourself a designer. And that's fine if that's the route that you want to take. But if you want to become a good web designer, then you've got to lay the right foundation. So how do we do that? Well, first of all, you need to learn the fundamentals of design and understand what makes a good design. There's a ton of free resources on Google and here on YouTube for you to learn that. Here are the topics that I suggest you learn. Now, you don't have to really dive deep on these topics. All you need is to get a good understanding of the concepts. The first is basic design principles such as balance, contrast, alignment, proximity, or space. Then colors such as color theory and color psychology, layout and composition, learn how to arrange and organize visual elements effectively. Then make sure you learn about the core web design principles such as navigation, hierarchy, responsiveness, and most importantly for web design is web accessibility. And you can learn more about that from w3.org. This might sound like a lot and it can be a bit overwhelming, but you don't have to go super in-depth into each of these topics and you don't have to memorize them all. All you need is to get a good understanding of each concept because you're going to be needing that as we go into our next steps. Number 2, gather inspiration and analyze them. Once you get a good understanding of design fundamentals and you have an idea of what makes a good design, then you can start gathering inspiration more productively. What do I mean by that? Well, here's what I mean. When you gather inspiration, try to analyze how the designer used elements and design principles to make it visually appealing and how the designer conveyed the message effectively through design. Then you can apply what you learn from here on your design practice. By doing that, you're not just mindlessly scrolling through hundreds of design ideas, but you're actually learning through them. Here are some websites that you can get inspirations from. Site Inspire, Awards, CSS Nectar, then of course you can go to Dribbble and Pinterest. Number 3, learn a design tool. There are lots of different tools available in the market that are specifically for web or UI UX design. But the tool that we're going to talk about in this video, and I also recommend that you learn, is Figma. Figma is widely used in the field of web and UI UX design worldwide, and for good reasons. Figma is a cloud-based web design tool, which means you can access it anywhere with an internet connection. And it's not specific for Mac only or for Windows only. Figma also has a wide range of plugins that will allow you to streamline your design process, and it has a great community where you can learn from other designers. And the best part is, it has a free plan. The free starter plan allows you to create unlimited number of drafts, which means you can keep practicing and learn web design for free. So on to the practice part. There are different ways to practice your web design skills on Figma. 1, you can practice while watching Figma tutorials here on YouTube. 2, you can use design brief generators such as goodbrief.io, fakelines.com, or you can use ChatGPT to generate design brief for you. And 3, you can try to redesign some existing websites. Your main goal here is to practice design thinking and to familiarize yourself with the design tool. So while you're practicing, don't pressure yourself to achieve perfection, but rather strive for progress. Allow yourself to make mistakes and remember that learning is a never-ending process. Then, once you've done your first design, share your work. Don't be afraid to share your work just because you feel like it's not perfect or you feel like it's not good enough. Remember that every expert was once a beginner, and by beginning to practice, you're already on the right path to becoming an expert. You can share your design on social media and connect with other designers so you can get feedback on your designs. Sharing your first designs will also allow you to see how you progress over time. Number 4, to code or not to code. This is a controversial topic in web design. Should web designers learn how to code or not? We're in 2024, and with all the no-code or low-code platforms out there, is learning HTML and CSS still relevant for designers, or is it just a waste of our time? I know some web designers think that coding is a thing of the past, and I've seen some content creators here on YouTube who suggests jumping straight into a website platform without even learning the design fundamentals or learning to use a design tool. But here's my personal take. Website platforms changes very quickly, and there's always something new coming, and what's popular now may not be popular in a few years' time. And we don't know that for sure. But what's common with this platform is every component and sections are based on HTML elements that are styled with CSS and made dynamic with some JavaScripts. So if you know basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and you understand how they all work together to build components and sections, then it doesn't really matter what platform you use. You'll be able to adapt easily, and you'll be able to learn those platforms easily. You will be able to build something fully customized, and you'll be able to flex your creativity and build complex layouts without being restricted by templates. Now, I don't say that using templates is bad. It's good if you want to streamline your process or if you want to cut costs on development, if that's what your client needs. But there are also clients out there who need something that is fully customized for their business needs. And usually, these are the clients that are willing to pay the big bucks to solve their unique problems. Now we're going to the fun part. But before that, if you find this video helpful, please let me know by hitting the like button, and if you have any questions, please write them down in the comment section below. Number 5, learn a website builder. If you're planning to work in a big company with dedicated development team, then you probably won't be building the website yourself. Instead, you'll be handing over your designs to the development team. However, if you're aiming to work at a small agency, or if you're planning to be a freelancer and work with small businesses, then you'll most likely build the websites yourself. The easiest way to do this without coding everything from scratch is by using a website builder. There are lots of available options out there like WordPress, Shopify, Weebly, Squarespace, Webflow, and so on. Choosing a website platform will depend on your needs or your preferences, but what I personally use and what I highly recommend is Webflow. Webflow offers a powerful design capabilities that allows you to create visually stunning and interactive websites without extensive coding knowledge. While some designers say that Webflow has a steep learning curve, I believe that it is easy to learn if you understand HTML and CSS, which is why I personally believe that learning HTML and CSS is very beneficial for web designers. So back to learning Webflow. Webflow has an extensive library of easy-to-follow video tutorials in their Webflow University, and it is 100% free. All you need to do is sign up for a free Webflow account. There are also many excellent resources on YouTube where you can learn how to create stunning animations on Webflow. You can check out Timothy Ricks, Flux Academy, and Bring Your Own Laptop. To get the most out of these tutorials, I highly recommend you following along and practicing as you watch. Then, as you become more comfortable in this platform, it is time to take the next step. Number 6, practice with a real-life project. Now it's time for you to design and build a website that will actually go live. Try to go through the whole process from start to finish. This way, you're not just practicing your design skills, but you're also gaining experience on how a real-life web design project is completed. Now, there are a few ways to go about this. First, you can build your own website, whether it's a portfolio site or a personal blog site. Another option is to offer your web design service in exchange for another service. For example, if you have a friend who is a copywriter, then you can offer to build their website in exchange for copywriting services for your own website. Alternatively, if there's a charity you support that doesn't have a website, then you can offer to build it for them. The main goal here is to gain a hands-on experience on the whole web design process. So, let's quickly recap what we've covered in this video. Number 1, build a good foundation. Get a good understanding of the basic principles of design. Number 2, gather inspiration and analyze it. Look at examples from various websites and analyze the design to learn from it. Number 3, learn to use a design tool. You can start practicing with tools like Figma, which offers a free plan and is widely used in the industry. Number 4, learn the basics of HTML and CSS to give yourself more flexibility and to set yourself up for success when learning a website builder. And number 5, learn a website builder. Use tools like Webflow to bring your designs to life without extensive coding knowledge. And lastly, practice with a real-life project. Gain hands-on experience by building a website that actually goes live. I just want to say 2 things that will help you in this journey. First, I understand that starting your web design journey can be daunting, especially without a budget. But with determination, the right resources, and consistent practice, you can master web design without spending a dollar. And lastly, remember that every expert was once a beginner. So don't be afraid to start small, make mistakes, and learn as you go. Your creativity and passion will be your greatest assets in this journey. So keep pushing forward, stay curious, and never stop learning. And that's it from me. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit as well. If you'd like to learn more about freelancing, web design, and e-commerce, then please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.